Imagine stumbling upon a hidden entrance in the desert sands that leads to secrets buried for millennia, or uncovering royal treasures concealed during a world war, only to be rediscovered decades later. What if I told you that 2025 has already delivered some of the most mind-blowing archaeological finds, each one peeling back layers of history and challenging what we thought we knew about ancient civilizations? Stick around, because we're diving into these astonishing discoveries, and by the end, you'll be wondering what else is still waiting to be unearthed. Let's start with a mysterious well in Egypt that turned out to be so much more. Who would have guessed that a simple dig in Egypt's Saqqara archaeological site could reveal a forgotten gateway to the past? In early 2025, a collaborative team of Egyptian and Japanese archaeologists were exploring an area known for ancient graves when they stumbled upon what appeared to be an ordinary well. But as they descended into this vertical shaft, the truth emerged. It was the entrance to a long-lost tomb complex. What exactly did they find? 4 ancient tombs, some constructed from mud bricks and others meticulously carved into the bedrock, dating back over 4,600 years, to the late 2nd Dynasty and early 3rd Dynasty. Nearby, they uncovered 10 additional burials from around 3,200 years ago, during the New Kingdom period. Where is this all happening? Saqqara, a vast necropolis south of Cairo that's been a burial ground for pharaohs and elites for millennia. Why is this significant? It shows Saqqara's continuous use as a cemetery for over 1,000 years, highlighting the enduring spiritual practices of ancient Egyptians. How was it discovered? Through careful excavation and cleaning efforts in a Greco-Roman catacomb, where they also found mummified remains, ceramics, bird cages, and even drinking glasses. The team plans more digs, but if you're into ancient curses, this might make you pause. After all, disturbing Egyptian tombs has a legendary reputation for eerie consequences. What other secrets might lie beneath those sands? Let's shift to a European treasure hunt that spanned decades. Picture this. During the chaos of World War II, church caretakers in Lithuania hide priceless royal artifacts to protect them from invaders. Fast forward to 2025, and a team of church officials and museum staff finally crack the code. Who made this breakthrough? Experts from Vilnius Cathedral, using modern tech after years of failed attempts. What was unearthed? A hidden cache including 3 crowns, a scepter, an orb, jewelry, silver plaques, and a medallion, all over 450 years old. One crown belonged to Alexander Jagiellon, Grand Duke of Lithuania and King of Poland, who died in 1506, while others were linked to the wives of King Sigismund II Augustus, who passed in 1572. Where? In the crypts of Vilnius Cathedral, Lithuania's holiest site. Why hide them? To safeguard against wartime looting, a plan that worked too well until now. How did they find it? After metal detectors, radar, and thermal imaging yielded nothing, a tiny camera on a thin wire probed basement cracks, revealing the cavity. This low-tech triumph amid high-tech failures adds a touch of irony. The discovery has sparked global interest, raising questions about other lost wartime treasures. Could similar hides exist elsewhere? Speaking of hidden gems, Italy just revealed an entire ancient town. Have you ever wondered what life was like in a bustling Roman outpost, far from the empire's heart? In 2025, archaeologists in Italy's Lazio region unearthed a remarkably preserved Roman town beneath farmland. Who led the dig? A team from the University of Cambridge and Ghent University, building on earlier surveys. What emerged? Entire buildings, including homes, workshops, a roofed theatre, market and river port with standing walls, intact floor mosaics, pottery, coins and tools. Dating to the 1st century BCE, this site was a trade hub connected to larger cities like Rome. Where exactly? Near the ancient town of Interamna Lerenus in central Italy. Why does it matter? It challenges the idea that smaller Roman towns declined early, showing resilience until the 3rd century CE. How was it found? Through geophysical surveys and excavations that defied assumptions of abandonment. This find illuminates everyday Roman life in lesser-known areas, contrasting famous sites like Pompeii. What trade secrets might these artifacts reveal? Now let's turn to ancient omens etched in clay. What if lunar eclipses weren't just celestial events, but harbingers of doom for kings? In 2025, scholars deciphered 4,000-year-old Babylonian tablets that treat eclipses as ominous signs. Who cracked the code? Researchers Andrew George and Junko Taniguchi analyzing cuneiform script from the British Museum. What do they say? Over 60 omens linking eclipse details, like timing and shadow direction, to disasters such as a king's death or kingdom's fall. For instance, one warns, if an eclipse becomes obscured from its center all at once and clear all at once, a king will die, destruction of Elam. Where were they found? Likely from Sippar, an ancient Babylonian city. Why interpret eclipses this way? Babylonians believed the moon influenced earthly fates, from wars to royal destinies. How were they deciphered? Through meticulous translation of the oldest known writing system, revealing advanced astronomy mixed with superstition. Imagine ancient stargazers fearing a shadowed moon. Does it make you rethink modern eclipses? This bridges science and myth, but our next find tunnels into Inca ingenuity. Deep beneath the Andes, what engineering marvels did the Inca hide? In 2025, archaeologists uncovered a network of ancient Inca tunnels in Peru. Who discovered them? A team using ground-penetrating radar in Cusco, the former Inca capital. What was revealed? A labyrinthine Chincana system over a mile long used for water management and transportation, remarkably preserved. Some tunnels irrigated crops in dry seasons, others served as roads through rugged terrain. Where, starting from the Temple of the Sun, Coricancha, and extending to Sacsayhuaman Fortress. Why build them? To sustain the empire in harsh environments without modern tools, showcasing hydraulic expertise. How? Hand-dug with stone tools, directing water through mountains. This adds to Machu Picchu's fame, exposing infrastructure that powered Inca society. What if more tunnels link distant sites? Let's head to Germany for a road less traveled. Searching for a rumored Roman estate, what did archaeologists find instead? In Germany's Steinacker region near Neckargartach, a 2025 dig revealed far more. Who was involved? Local archaeologists from Heilbronn. What surfaced? A Roman highway over a quarter-mile long, a roadside village with buildings, wall painting fragments, coins, and a stone statue of Mercury, god of traders. The temple dedicated to him suggests a trade-focused community from around 100 CE to 300 CE. Where? Connecting two Roman forts about 6 miles apart. Why significant? It shows how villages emerged as rest stops and craft centers along trade routes. How discovered? Excavations initially targeting the estate expanded into this larger find. This paints a vivid picture of Roman frontier life. Could Mercury's statue hold clues to lost rituals? But for true mystery, the Nazca lines just got an AI upgrade. What bizarre figures lurk in Peru's desert, visible only from above? In 2025, AI helped discover hundreds of new Nazca geoglyphs. Who used the tech? Researchers from Yamagata University, led by Masato Sakai, analyzing satellite images. What did they find? 303 additional figures, including llamas, orcas with blades linked to human sacrifice, and humanoids, some over 2,000 years old, created by Nazca people from 200 BCE to 600 CE. Where? Southern Peru's Nazca Desert. Why create them? Likely spiritual purposes, as they're best seen aerially, adding to their enigma. How? AI spotted faint lines 20 times faster than humans, mapping distributions efficiently. Some depict orcas cutting heads, echoing period pottery. What rituals inspired these? The purpose remains elusive, fueling speculation. Now indulge in Pompeii's luxury. Ever dreamed of a private spa in ancient Rome? Pompeii's 2025 excavations uncovered one of the largest. Who found it? Archaeologists in Reggio 9, a wealthy district. What was it? A thermal complex with hot, cold, and steam rooms, advanced plumbing and heating, part of a domus for elite socializing. Destroyed by Vesuvius in 79 CE. Where? Beneath volcanic ash in Pompeii. Why build such opulence? To impress guests and conduct business, reflecting Roman wealth. How? ingenious engineering with underfloor heating. This glimpse into elite life raises questions. Who owned it, and what deals were sealed there? Finally, unraveling an Egyptian god's true form. What animal embodied chaos in ancient Egypt? For years, Seth's depiction puzzled scholars, a long-snouted beast with pointy ears. In 2025, archaeologist Pierre Tallet proposed it's an aardvark. Who? Tallet, studying pre-dynastic art from 4000 to 3000 BCE. What matches? The aardvark's ears, snout, and tail align with early images. Where? Sub-Saharan Africa associations, though not in Nile Valley today. Why aardvark? Linked to virility and death, mirroring Seth's traits as god of disorder. How? Comparative analysis of artifacts. Giraffes and elephants once roamed there, so aardvarks could have. Does this solve the conundrum? It sparks debate. Our last find paints prehistoric stories. What tales did early humans etch on cave walls? In Indonesia, 2025 reaffirmed 45,000-year-old paintings as among the oldest. Who dated them? Researchers using uranium series on Sulawesi's Liang Tedongje cave. What depicts? Pigs, buffalo, and human figures in rituals and hunts. Where? Southeast Asia's karst caves. Why create? To document life or spiritual beliefs, showing sophisticated art pre-civilizations. How? Red ochre hand stencils and figures. This evidence is early human migration and creativity. What stories do they whisper? There you have it. These 2025 discoveries remind us history is alive, waiting to surprise. History isn't just written in books, it's buried beneath our feet, waiting to be rediscovered. From hidden tombs in Egypt to forgotten Roman towns and mysterious Inca tunnels, 2025 has proven that the past still holds endless surprises. Each discovery reshapes what we know about humanity's journey and the civilizations that came before us. But for every question answered, new mysteries emerge, waiting for the next explorer to uncover them. What secrets do you think still lie hidden beneath the sands, the soil, or the sea? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me on the next great discovery.